Well, well. Look who I spy there. How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, fuck. I turned off the wrong thing. Oopsie. Hey, that's my line. What do you think you're doing? Okay, let me go ahead and make sure this game was working before I go ahead and try to change the screen. I see. Excuse me, you gonna do what? Oh, this is horribly calibrated. Hang on. Let me just go into studio mode quick. Oh, don't. I said studio, not recording. This is a horribly bad idea. Can't I? Oh my god. I can't even. Oh, don't tell me this game might be busted. Oh dear. I might not be able to play this one. Oh, shit. Is it on a controller or something? No, it's not. No, it's not connected to a controller. I hope you got some sleep. Oh boy, it's not good. Hang on. Oh, people did warn that this was not gonna work properly. I had my hopes. Oh, please work for me. The game works, but I don't think I can play it. Oh no. Do you guys want to see what I'm dealing with? Yeah, I think... I don't know if it's showing properly. This is what I'm dealing with. I cannot, like, play it properly. And it's not me, it's the mouse having spasm. Come on. No, not that way. The other way, so I can go back. Oh, I think I had it. I think I had it. Wait, there. What? push, push, push. Yeah, and okay. It's getting there. It's getting there. Whew. Okay.
Dear Sherlock Holmes, thank you so much for your interest in this affair. Finally, I've found some peace after knowing
The nosy
that the matter of the
bystander.
disappearance
Oh my
of my
gosh.
father, Lord Montgar, 6 months ago, is now being investigated by you, my saviour. I know that you... Sincerely, your devoted future cousin, Elizabeth Montgar. P.S. Please, I beg you to keep this business a secret. I really don't want your dear cousin Andrew, whom I'm going to marry very soon, to find out about it.
It is very fortunate that
Right.
Watson is away. I'll be able to make inquiry and
I
keep it secret.
I just
as
don't
my
know if it's gonna
cousin wished.
work though. That's a problem. I'm gonna, cause I finally got it to push the start button. I'll see if it works.
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I suppose. Here is a letter for you from your cousin, Elizabeth Montcalf. Thank you very much. Good luck, Mr. Holmes. So it is the manor of Lord Montcalf. Seems no one's at home. I'll try to find evidence proving his death and report them to my cousin
Yep.
Elizabeth.
It's not. I'm not even trying to look up. Look down. Game, look down. 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 Like, please, down. Oh my fucking gosh. Down. Oh my god. Welcome back. Oh my god. Can the mouse go down for me? Down. Mouse, down. Down, please. Down. Yes, down. Go down. Go down, mouse. No, don't go up. Go down. Yes, this way. That, I guess that way is down. Yep. Go left? Okay, go left. Nope, that's going right. Go. Oh. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Trying to, let me try and get my dog to trick. I'm trying to get my game to do tricks, apparently. But, right? I don't think this is very optimized for a game. I can't even start the game with this. Hang on. I know, so excited for this one too. I don't think I can play this one. Like, destroying you. That is horse poor timing. Okay, I will uninstall you and I'll probably won't play you again. Oh my god, this is a horrible idea. Okay, I gotta change the game then. Hi Story. Which one have I not played yet? The Testament I haven't played. I played Jack the Ripper already. And then no, I did. I played Jack the Ripper. I couldn't play this. When did I play this? Let's play it April. Okay, so July. One's done. That one's done. So I have... No, the game did not want to work. It's for some reason the mouse got stuck and it's like spazzing out, so it doesn't want to move where I want to go. So I don't think it's optimized for me to play it. So I gotta play one of the other ones I have. That's the second game already that I have that doesn't work very well. I have no idea. Let me go check the reviews. And the reviews are negative. Does not work about the videos are sketchy, quite literally unplayable. Fortunately, I forced myself to play through it numerous times. Crashes, doubly speaking. I couldn't even get past the first part. can't review it. It has a bug, so the mouse won't work. Yep, because I have the same problem too. Looks like there's a fix for the mouse issue, but it looks a bit of a pain. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to cross this off my list. It was worth a shot. I'm gonna have to cross this one off my list. As much as, you know, as much as it's nice that they moved it over to like Steam to play, yes, it's not formatted to recent computer, apparently someone says. Oh, here we go. They say don't listen to reviews. All the reviews are here and based on performance only. Well, here's the thing. You want people to play the game, you have to make sure the performance is up to par. You gotta. Like, for example, even Cyberpunk and Black Myth Wukong, like, shit, their performance is really bad on some of the computers. So we have to turn our graphic into potatoes. But it can still perform well, even on low setting. But if you want people to enjoy and play the game, you really have to format the game so that it's capable to handle it. My potato can't handle this game. Yeah, but then they at least let you optimize it to a certain point. I can't even optimize it for this game. I don't think they will. I think this game has been dropped. There isn't anything because it's been this person did the review in 2023. They say, however, the game on its own and for its time is very well made, which I don't lie. It's very well made, probably during the time. But if you want someone to play the game and you want, you know, if you're gonna transfer over into Steam, and the thing is, every PC is gonna get updated almost every other year or every year, meaning you do have to update your games too. Yes, it has to be actually playable. A lot of people couldn't play the game, and some of them didn't actually. Well, some of them aren't able to play it too. Like they can't even see some things. Based on a beloved character, it brought an interesting take and click games, one of the many that made the genre known. However, they really need to update this so it's playable. So you can't really give it an upvote. I don't know why you give it. If you were giving an upvote, then you gotta give more take to it. But you have to understand not everyone's gonna actually have the same format, and if not everyone's gonna be able to play it, then yes, it's gonna be really bad. So of course there's gonna be mostly negative review on this because people aren't able to do it. Yes, those issues are fixable and they should really get on it. But if they're unwilling to fix it, there has to be a way for people to play it. And if people can't play it, then there's what can we do, you know? So that's honestly say that's kind of sad. And I'm a Sherlock Holmes fans too. It looks fun. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you the Steam. Like it looks fun on the Steam thing. Like you can see it. Like this looks absolutely fun. Like all the puzzle in there looks absolutely fun. And I was like, this looks interesting. But you can see the reviews is so negative. There's very few positive, except I kind of question the positive. And here's the thing, I cannot blame people for being upset because they wanted to enjoy a game, but if they don't have it, you know, playable for people, then they can't. Oh, they even asked like the system requirement is a Windows XP. Okay, great. It's the easiest, simplest game that will not kill someone's computer. Great. But are you gonna optimize it? Which I doubt they're gonna be because this is such an old game. I find a lot of issues with older games on Steam, though I have good luck finding community built patches, but you shouldn't need that for a game that is still being sold. Right? The good part is that this was free to play, so it wasn't like actually sold, like I didn't have to buy it, but it was free to play to add. But I feel like if you're gonna have older games still be in the Steam, like and people is gonna get it, probably add some fixes to it. And if people is putting in the reviews and saying that it's negative, maybe listen to it and just like, you know, look at it. Don't just ignore it and expect the game is gonna like be good and people's gonna like it. Like sometimes you gotta listen to a little bit itsy bits and beats of it, but don't always listen to the review. It doesn't matter how delicious the burger is if you can't eat it because it's encased in concrete, right? Maybe GOG version works. Probably. I gotta look into that. But no, here's the thing with me is that with dev, yes, some devs should listen to what people give with critique. Yes, it's good, but you shouldn't always take it sometimes because not every single critique is a good critique, right? So it's basically you gotta do a 50-50, half and half, or take it with a grain of salt. See what works, see what doesn't, take a little bit at a time. Don't take it as a whole. But this is from here is just completely ignoring it. So now I gotta go download a different game quick for Sherlock Holmes. Let's see, I got the Devil's Daughter, Awakened. What's that remaster version? Nemesis 2.1.5. That's a 16. That must be the big one. That's a 26. Yeah, that's all I could really do, honestly, especially like games like that. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. This is a little bit more up-to-date version. Just gonna give this one a shot quick. Install this one quick. Yeah, remember I got uninstall some games because if I have too many games on my computer, it's gonna run out of memory. Oopsies. If I'm not gonna play them, I gotta remember to uninstall them. That way I can have room. That one I finished playing, I remember. Mark of the dev, I can install that. Thank you, Jum. Do you play older games by chance, Jum? Just out of curiosity. Oh, this one I'm gonna have to do it off stream and test it too. A lot more than new games? Fair enough. Yeah, this one I'm gonna have to do off stream, so I gotta make sure that this works properly and nothing crashes while I'm streaming. Because if it does work, then I can give it a try, and this would actually help. Good evening. Okay, but thank you, Jum. Appreciate that. I appreciate you sharing with me. I didn't know that. I know you said there was a fix, but I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be like a full-on fix though. Hi, Inochi. How you doing? But I gotta look into that, and then I gotta change the title later. And the image later. Let's see. Hang on, I gotta send this to a friend. I see something and I think my friend is gonna like this. I know a friend that likes a capybara, and I send him a capybara every time. It's a very cute capybara too. That's adorable. Thank you for. No problem. Thank you for the invite. It was fun. How long do I have to update? I have like 34 minutes. No, that doesn't sound right. My brain just went off the rock with that one. 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes. Where did I get 34 from? Wow. I think I'm losing it. Losing it, I say. Okay, it's not too long. In the meantime, so I've heard. Little bird told me, right? A little bird told me. Really, Hoyoverse has announced that they are releasing 5 new games. And I was like, wait, what? I think I gotta get the updated news. Pocket Tactics. Is it this one? I gotta make sure I'm getting this right. Only one? From what I've heard and people are talking about, it's 5 new games they're doing. But they haven't like fully disclosed it yet. Currently they have 1 going, but I think they have like probably 4 more in the background that is currently like hiding. And I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Cause they already made like so many games already and people are into. Cause right now popular ones Genshin Impact, Honkai Impact 3rd, Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail. Apparently I found one for myself. Yeah, let me show. Just while we're waiting. I was like, what's this? And I'm like, oh. This looks very fascinating. Yes. Definitely not intrigued. Is it time to open a new game and add it to my phone? Romance X Suspense. I gotta figure out what this is first. Is this Tears W2TR? Tears of Themis is what it's called. I'm curious what this is. Oh, your voice, yes. For the new one, they're upcoming. I'm trying to look into what it is, cause apparently 2 of the new games reported is using Unreal 5 engine. It's a visual novel, which I enjoy visual novel. So that might be one I'm interested. Cause I'm trying to look into what's the 5 new games that Genshin Impact is currently trying to work, or Hoyoverse is trying to work on. This is bugging me. Hang on. god, I got it out of my mic. I liked it. Sorry. Yes, it's an ultimate game. I'm not surprised it's an ultimate game. Trying to cater to the females, okay? Google has the news that is it him? I think it's him. Hang on. This looks cool. So that's definitely one. This looks interesting. Oh, but it has a more Genshin Impact fire style. Wait, but you can ride a wolf? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that has caught my interest now. That has definitely caught my interest now. The visual novel, but yeah, I think it's a, like I said, visual novel, not an ultimate. And the game is done, finally! Let me play my game. I just want to play my game. Let's hope the game's nice to me. Yes! Oh! Movement, yes. New? Yes. Yes. Why are you starting over again? Did I not just wait? I did push yes, didn't I? Oh yes I did, okay. Sounds like a child. Nope, a kid just saying yeehaw. That's honestly creepy.
Ow! Ah! What's this? No.
Don't parents like prevent you from going into the attic? Or is it just me? Like, don't parents prevent kids from going into the attic? The kid will become a mummy. Not this time. I gotta change the title too. I'm at it.
Ah!
I think I can filter my Twitch phone. Give me a second. Let me take care of this on my Twitch phone quick.
Oh, look! It's a book! Maybe it's a book about pirates with a treasure map. No, I don't think so. I wish that I had seen through all your lies. Oh, start
I mean, we
from
don't
the
know he won't
beginning,
become a mummy,
not the
right?
middle.
What do you mean the kid? Oh my god, guys.
And so I decided to pick up my pen to relate the most disturbing episode of my life thus far.
It all began early one morning in 1898
Let's hope he
when
doesn't become a
Sherlock
mummy.
Holmes invited me to accompany him on a visit to the Marquis of Conyngham.
Watson, my dear fellow, We can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which pleases me.
Have you really solved the theft, Holmes? And so quickly?
I have indeed, Watson. And believe me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over London, as our friend Baines thought was best. He likes to boast that his methods are equal to mine, but once again the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your investigations, I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Ah, you see, but you do not observe, Watson. There lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
A matter of course? In the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep, the service bell within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running, but the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, the robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the sole key.
The one and
A
only?
fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector Baines.
Okay, let me make sure I turn off the music on this end. Oh, this is a different mechanic movement. This is odd. I gotta get used to this. Okay, click, click, click.
This window was cut with a diamond, a clean, discreet piece of work. This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
Yeah, so you guys didn't know you can use a diamond to cut glass. Do not try this at home. Is there a fish dead in there? There's a fish dead in there. But there was one fish alive. That is highly suspicious. You always interact with this.
This window.
See how...
Wait, no, I seen this. I'll look at both clues now? Oh. See, fish dead. Oh, jeez, that's weird. Oh, there's 3 different modes to this. That is cool. I smell like a lemon tree back here. This. Look at both clues now.
This window was...
See how...
What am I supposed to be looking at?
A mark, undoubtedly, made
Oh,
by a diamond.
how did I miss that?
Someone tried to cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Therefore, the thief tried to escape through the window, but he was interrupted.
Why would he need to cut the glass from the outside? I mean, from the inside. That's strange. Why would someone need to cut the glass from the inside?
A mark.
Therefore,
Wait, no, I checked this already.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
Hey, hand. Hey. And use it near there.
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano.
Is that a foot? What? Nope, nope, nope.
Let us examine the...
That looks like a foot.
Nothing of interest here. These sooty prints were left by a tiny hand.
I don't understand why these music scores are covered with soot.
Child? Right, switch. Oh, I can switch point. Oh. This is fascinating. Whoa! Oh, that is cool.
Footprints. You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need. It is soot. The servants
Hi,
must have
Clips.
trodden in it while they were putting out the fire. Heading towards his chosen escape route, probably the window, the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he try to put the fire out at once?
Strange. There are some objects here that have been knocked over.
The fire started here, just beneath the bell pull.
Whoever pulled the cord would have had his feet in the fire, unless it was pulled before the fire started.
I wonder.
The chest wasn't opened. The necklace wasn't in it. A candle. It must have fallen from the chandelier. These documents are not very interesting, even though they're addressed to the Minister of Maritime Affairs.
The Marquis himself.
Wouldn't they be more interested in papers?
Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the surface.
I do too. Wait.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced. All the windows...
Okay, that's been checked. Oh. That's cool.
This draft screen makes an ideal hiding place.
As the theft was committed at night, I conclude that the thief hid himself behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone in the room. Strange, there aren't any prints, yet I'm sure that the thief hid here.
Not even on the chair. How peculiar.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
What do you think?
Let us...
I think I've checked every possible spots. The fact that that thing is like what? This is as tall as a grown person, so tiny fingerprints, small foot, big painting. No, I don't think there's anything related to the big painting. I think it was just there. I feel like this might have been a child.
When the servants arrived at the door, having been alerted by the bell, they saw evidence of the theft and the fire, but they didn't see the thief.
This door is very hard to force. The Marquis is the only person to have the key. The thief could not get out through here until eventually, when the door was opened by the servants.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. You're already here.
Good morning,
Oh,
Inspector.
my name
You've
is
arrived
Holmes.
just in time.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry, always in the nick of time. Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr. Holmes. Have you already solved the case?
Have I?
It's possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat. But what I cannot understand is that when the servants entered the room,
I
there was
feel
no
like
one to be
Watson
seen.
gave this person
An
a little bit
acrobat,
too much
perhaps,
credit.
but an invisible one? I do not think so.
The only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived. I don't know how.
That's not possible
no
because
other
it was
way.
a locked room.
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
No, ouch!
I'm pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then. Explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he is very small? Stop teasing us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
And a trained monkey at that, without a doubt, a Leontopithecus rosalia from Central America.
Oh, I thought it was a child,
The
but a
animal
monkey.
had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master. Once night had fallen and the room was empty,
I
a
did
high-frequency
appreciate the
whistle
regular.
alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey emerged from his hiding place and used the point of a diamond to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window by the chimney, but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle.
Oh,
Finally, the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile
a
little
trained
thief
monkey.
made his escape
That-
through the
that was an
doorway.
unexpected
as
one.
simple as that.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
And the necklace?
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
The
because
dead
we
fish.
paid insufficient attention to the only victim of this affair.
The
What
fish.
victim? No one is dead?
Yes, Watson, a poor goldfish whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
The aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
Yes, rest in fish. Oh. How could anyone miss that? Well, color me surprised, but there was no way anyone could miss that.
Marquis, Here is your necklace, intact, just a little wet.
Mr. Holmes, this brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Thank you so much, Marquis. Do you wish to verify the authenticity of your jewel?
No, I recognize it. I have spent many hours admiring it, you know.
Good. I will return it to its box and...
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of Scotland Yard.
What times?
Sirs, duty calls. My regards, Marquis.
First a stolen
done again,
necklace,
Mr. Holmes.
now a bank robbery.
There, the necklace is in its box. We've lost enough time here. Let's go home, Watson.
Ah, very well, as you wish. A good day to you, Marquis.
With pleasure, gentlemen. And once again, thank you.
This morning's newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave. It's outrageous.
If you insist.
Read the paper, Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes at the home of the Marquis. The investigation is a fiasco. Yesterday, a celebrated detective, Sherlock Holmes, was invited to the manor of the Marquis of Cunningham to supply his conclusion following his investigation into the disappearance of the priceless salmon necklace. It should be recalled that the lady called in a detective after the police appeared. After? I was well there before. Appeared flummoxed in the face of the astonishing circumstance surrounding the thief. Indeed, the valuable piece of jewelry disappeared while the door to the room in which it was displayed was locked. The alarm was raised by the servants, alerted by the room service bell ringing out during the night. When the Marquis, the only person in possession of the key, opened the door, everyone rushed in to extinguish a fire that had started before it was noticed that the necklace had mysteriously vanished. Let's see. The most astonishing fact is that no thief was found within the room, and all the exits were closed. As usual, Mr. Holmes resolved the case in the twinkling of an eye. Took like more than 5 minutes. And the jewel was recovered. I will not waste my time on the various explanations as to the disappearance, because I would prefer to draw your conclusion, dear reader, to the last surprising development in the case. Following the departure of Sherlock Holmes, who placed the necklace in the safe himself, the Marquis noticed that the jewel was nothing but a poor copy of the original. Let it not be forgotten that the small necklace, although plain without ornament, is unique because of the rarity of its pearls which are found only in a small part of the lagoon of archipelago of the same name, and to which scientists attribute their exceptional quality to the strong density of crystal of aragonite that they made of. What's an aragonite? Never heard of that. The priceless necklace, brought here at the beginning of the century by Lord Fenton Arwick, the Marquis' grandfather and an eminent explorer, should have been part of her daughter's dowry for her marriage to the Duke of Newcastle. So I am going to place a simple question. Should we not, in all open-mindedness, ask ourselves if the necklace was If the necklace was not simply and deliberately exchanged for a fake by Mr. Holmes's... Excuse me? This person just called me a thief. I'm aware, dear readers, that the brutality of this question without preconception may certainly shock some of you, but the facts are there, and our thoughts and judgments should not be confused with the regard which we all share for the famous detective. It is not the first time that the Globe Explorer has expressed its reservation as to the Sherlock Holmes method. Do not forget our counter-investigation into the escape of Arsène Lupin, the Frenchman who took malign pleasure in tarnishing the image of our royal family, and who, by a lucky chance, managed to elude capture by Mr. Holmes. At the time, we did not hesitate to consider a complacency on the part of the latter. For those who are familiar with Mr. Holmes, it is quite apparent that his character trait shows more of the opportunist and brilliant usurper than that of a altruistic defender of the law. I mean, let's be honest, he never said he is the defender of the law. He is a maniac, puzzle-solving lover. I would draw the attention of the readers to suggest that the description of this gentleman provided by his friends Dr. John Watson through his story is a long way from the truth. How long? Hang on. Oh, I'm almost there. Okay. I was like, how long is this newspaper? Indeed, his behavior is derisive, contemporaneous, hardy, and offensive towards the police, and in particular towards Inspector Baines, replacing Inspector Lestrade, who is currently convalescent. I know, the audacity. And in habitual abuse of narcotics. Okay, they're not long now. Such as a heroin, cocaine. Not really heroin and cocaine. It's more like cigar and tobacco. Watson is a weak doctor. Dr. Proxy is far superior. Oh, jeez. Yeah, John, they really have it out for Holmes right now. They're literally just like slandering him, defamation. This is basically what it is like. You can take this coin and say, this is hearsay. Oh, Dr. Proxy, goodness gracious. Alright, but well, he's more addicted to like cigars and weeds and stuff. But anyway, this is why, dear reader, it is important to disregard Sherlock Holmes' good reputation in order to form an objective opinion and to ask a pertinent question: was the necklace that Holmes found already a fake? If that was the case, why did he not mention it? And why should he insist on placing it back within the safe himself? I'm ready to solve mystery. Yay! Has the detective some unsavory interest in this affair, or is it a simple case of deceit in order to steal the extraordinary Samoan necklace? It is up to you, dear readers, to form your own opinions, but you can count upon your humble servant to continue revealing to the public the doubtful methods and motivation of one who in the future I shall not hesitate to call Sherlock Holmes the what? Sherlock Holmes the usurper? Wow, that's huge defamation there. To be continued, O'Foyley. Hang on. Oh, and there's more. There's more. The ancestry of Prince Woodville recognized. The Lords Committee set up in order to verify Prince Woodville's legitimacy made its conclusion public last night. Without surprise, the Prince's title was confirmed as rumors suggested in return of an unfavorable opinion by the committee. The Prince would have abandoned any claim to the inheritance of the present royal family, as well as any political activity. Hi Pico, appreciate the hi. Welcome in. The young man, now aged 20, oh, he's the same age as me. Anyway, read history and law at Oxford with a diploma in philosophy. He spent most of his childhood in France, and where he acquired a considerable knowledge and of the culinary arts. For those who might think this is a handicap when integrating into British high society, let me remind you that he is also outstanding on the polo field and plays the bagpipe quite beautifully. What does it have to do with anything? Finally, we should add that lately he has become actively involved in charity work and aiding the poor. J.B. Good. It's a little bit too good to be true there.
Prince Woodville, French culinary expert and bagpipe player, might be our next king. That's not so shocking, my dear fellow.
You know exactly to which article I'm referring, Holmes. How can Farley dare to tarnish your reputation like that?
You know, Watson, that wherever glory walks, jealousy is bound to follow. As for the forgery of the necklace, I suspect that we shall soon be enlightened in this regard. Come in, Inspector Baines, the door's open.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. How did you know I was here?
You are one of our rare visitors who avoids the second-to-last step of the stairs, which creaks dreadfully. And if I add the clinking of the handcuffs at your belt, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, Inspector?
He's arresting me.
Inspector, I assume that you have the fake necklace with you. It's why you're here. Your superiors would like me to examine it.
Indeed. They would like you to confirm or deny putting this fake in the box.
Can't that wait? I must go to the house of Lord Peregrine Maitland, the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
He's like, this is currently not the importancy. I have somewhere else to be.
Inspector, can you explain this slander? Has the necklace of the Samoas really been replaced by a fake?
I don't know how the reporter got hold of the information, but it's true. About the necklace, of course. I wouldn't permit myself to question the integrity and honesty of Mr. Holmes.
The necklace is a forgery? Impossible! I saw the Marquis authenticated before my very eyes, before Holmes returned it to its place.
He
Mr.
did.
Holmes, the Marquis believes Osmond Farley's theory. I shouldn't be surprised if the reporter isn't behind all this slander about you. He's a freelancer, well known for his explosive and subjective articles. In any case, the Marquis assures us that you were the last person to have the necklace in your hands.
Let's return to the Marquis's house, Holmes. I'm sure that we'll have no trouble in taking apart this theory.
It is
True.
unnecessary. Such allegations collapse on their own, like one of Mrs. Hudson's soufflés.
Ouch,
Let us leave the
Holmes.
police to solve this problem and turn our attention to the matters in hand.
Perhaps you are right, Holmes.
And the Marchioness?
She is beside herself. Without the necklace, her marriage is compromised. It is the principal item of the young woman's dowry.
Oh,
What a lovely marriage.
the poor Marquise.
Holmes, forgive me for insisting, but don't you want to examine the fake jewelry?
Watson, I have an appointment, and it's out of the question that I arrive late.
It will only take you a couple of minutes. You really must quell the suspicions put forward in this appalling article. If you will allow me, Inspector.
Be my guest.
Very well.
He's like, all right. And you have. Does this spell out VI? This spells out VI. Yeah, in my mind that spells out VI. Gun bullet that spells VI.
What do you think, Holmes? What do you think, Holmes?
Not trying to click on you. Yes.
What do you think, Holmes?
Oh. Why didn't you tell me that you left the necklace on the table?
What do you think?
You guys, they're way too close. Yes, that one. Oh, there. Oh, and there.
These 3 pearls are of poor quality. These This pearl is too small. It is not in its place here. This pearl is a different color. Too many defects. This necklace is a fake. This is nothing but a vulgar copy, and at a glance it would appear that the forger has intended for it to be seen as such.
How could we have been fooled by such a blatant imitation? I don't understand.
Right?
Yes, how is it possible? Holmes, do you have a theory about this?
I have absolutely no idea. You insisted that I examine the necklace, and I have done so. Now it is important that I keep my appointment. I'm sure, Inspector, that you will throw some light on this affair.
Holmes.
You may accompany me, Watson, if you care to do so.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I'll keep you informed as to my inquiries.
Goodbye, Inspector. You mentioned a bishop, didn't you? Are we going to his home?
Yes, the Bishop of Knightsbridge. I put his address on our map of London on my desk. Would you get it for me, please?
All right, Holmes.
On his desk.
The work tape. Holmes's home.
Is this not his desk? No, his bedroom desk. Or does he mean that desk? I think he means that desk. Hang on. That desk.
I have found your map.
Gonna go here.
The police? Already? How did you know?
What?
May we see the Bishop of Knightsbridge?
Yes. Yes, of course. But come in.
Please don't tell me someone killed my bishop.
What has happened, Reverend?
What?
I don't know. It was last night, I think. I only just arrived, and I have made this macabre discovery. My God, how horrible. I haven't called anyone. How did you know that?
Holmes, look!
The bishop, appallingly mutilated.
How dreadful.
Yep.
Mutilated.
My
killed.
opponent is
He
dead.
was such a good man. How could anyone be so brutal? Look at him. He is barely recognizable now. How could any of God's children be responsible for that?
They were evidently unworthy
awful.
children, Reverend. Now do please try to calm yourself and focus, because we will need your assistance. Do you have any idea as to the motive
It just does
behind
not
this?
kill, but
I
like,
haven't had time to do
yeah,
an inventory,
yeah.
but nothing appears to have been stolen.
He
And
has
anyway,
a
His Excellency
tendency
didn't
of
own anything of
picking
great value.
cases
I don't know
depending
what
on
else I
his
can tell you.
priority.
Note this down, please, Doctor.
Doctor? But you aren't the police?
No.
Reverend. I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We are here at the request of the bishop.
In that case, I must ask you to leave, and not to touch anything. I must get in touch with the authorities without further delay.
Reverend, when the inspectors of Scotland Yard find themselves at a dead end, which they quite often do, I assure you, then they turn to me for help. If you will allow us to continue our investigation, then you shall have the answers to all of your questions.
Out of the question! I don't even know you! I'm going to call the police, whether you like it or not.
It would be better for everyone, Reverend, if you kept your temper. Watson, are you taking notes? This affair promises to be a complex one, therefore we must not overlook the slightest detail.
Yes, Holmes. I am keeping a meticulous set of notes. I have created a very clever
This one has
deduction
intrigued
board.
him.
One thing we can be sure of at the moment is that this crime was not for gain. The Reverend has informed us that nothing valuable was stolen, and indeed, it would seem that the bishop had nothing of any worth to take.
Very good, Watson. Do continue.
Should really let him call the police, that way you have like backup of witness. Just saying. Alright. Gonna nope, expect this.
This stove is filled to overflowing.
It's like to heat up a sauna.
A broken phial and blood near the neck.
What a strange smell. Phew. Chemical components, I think.
Alright, Clips, you have a good night's sleep.
There is blood on this paperweight. A bottle of whiskey. I can make out fingerprints stained with blood and dirt.
Oh, I know for sure that, he didn't drink it.
A broken bottle of whiskey. However, the Bishop of Knightsbridge was known for his sobriety. It would seem that the brutes who tortured the bishop to death were intoxicated with alcohol.
That's a finger.
The fingers have been crushed and violently struck. The fingers have...
His stomach is covered in scratches. Quite evidently, they weren't made recently.
So, these wounds were not made by his murderers.
Hmm.
His forearms have been ripped, pieces of skin have been torn off. What do you think, Watson?
I'd say that he was eaten alive.
Ow!
Yet I've noticed a curious degeneration of the skin tissue around the wounds.
Cannibalism?
A finger. Apparently, it doesn't belong to the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
How
No,
dreadful.
because he has all his limbs and
This
fingers.
poor man was tied just below the knees.
To stop him from walking, certainly, but mostly to free his feet.
His feet have been burned.
My first impression is that he wears a size 9 shoe.
You? But what does it matter, Holmes?
A piece of rope that was used to tie up that poor man. These burns are terrible.
My God, Holmes, this man was horribly tortured.
So this is the mummy part that comes into play. No, no, I wish. This is not the mummy part. Making sure I don't miss anything. Oof.
His chest has been lacerated, I would say, with a very sharp and fine blade. You can see by his expression that he suffered terribly.
His mouth is covered in blood, and I can make out strips of skin between his teeth. My dear friend, everything points to this man having gnawed at his own forearms.
But what?
That's unbelievable, Holmes.
He gnawed at his own forearm?
Something is missing here.
Oh, yes? And what might that be?
His shoes. Watson, his shoes are missing.
Oh.
This metal rod is for fastening the chilice. It's a cilice designed to bruise the person wearing it. The bishop wore it as repentance.
A whip?
No, it is a discipline for self-flagellation. This very pious man must have had the habit of mortifying his flesh as a means of repentance.
I see.
The picture of Peregrine Maitland, commander of the infantry brigade of Her Majesty's Guards at Waterloo.
The Bishop of Knightsbridge has the same name as his ancestor, an illustrious family. A surgical scalpel covered in blood. There isn't any doubt the wounds on the bishop were administered with this scalpel.
I know I won't be believed.
Closed. The veranda door hasn't been forced. Strange. Reverend, might I have the key?
No! You have no authority here. Let me call the police.
Perhaps we should listen to him, Holmes.
Definitely it's your lesson.
Perhaps you should let me get on with this, Watson.
I swear he's gonna get himself into trouble. Why must he be so bullheaded?
I am missing some information. Reverend, I'm missing something. An implement with which to open this chest. Could you tell me where to find it?
No! Go to the devil!
What are you afraid of, Reverend? What is inside the chest?
I'm not afraid of anything. In fact, I do have the necessary implements, but if I have to give them to anyone, it will be to a representative of the law and no one else.
He has the right to do that.
This door has not been forced. Where does it lead, Reverend?
To His Excellency's room. There is just a mattress and a stool.
The bishop's bedroom. It is very austere. Nothing in particular here.
Down. Okay, and then there is this.
Watch where you're putting your feet, Watson. Have you noticed these prints upon the ground?
Well, yes, those muddy marks.
See here, Watson. Footprints can often provide more vital information than the very best of informants.
Yes, if you know how to make them talk, that is.
It's child's play, Watson. We will begin by excluding the contaminating prints, which are yours and mine from where we came in, and those of our dear Reverend who was so impatient to call the police.
I would say call the police, just be safe.
Size 9. Size 9. Size 9.5. Size 9. Size 9.5. Size 9. Hobnail boots like those worn by labourers. A fragment of stone. Peculiar. Well-worn shoes with an odd pattern on the soles. Hobnail boots like those worn by labourers. Nothing of interest here. Hobnail boots like those worn by labourers. Hobnail boots like those worn by labourers. This print came from an expensive pair of shoes, and it seems recent. It is not a labourer's shoe. Nothing of interest here.
Nice. Question 1. 1.
That's not right. Start again.
What?
That's not right. Start again.
1, 2.
That's not right.
That's not to leave footprints. W3.
Perfect. We now know that there were 3 crooks. Strange but true. One of the crooks was wearing a different pair of shoes when he left here. Therefore, we have 3 men who came in and left again, but one of them was wearing a different pair of shoes from the ones which he came in with.
So, all we have to do is look for a workman who likes Italian shoes.
Yes, Italian shoe. This one, shoes. Aired by someone? It could be a possibility. Wait. There's some blood at the top. This one? Maybe.
You have no right to search here.
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
Blood? How about that?
Let us look.
Should be right? Oh, it turned green.
Perfect.
Ah.
It is evident that the Bishop of Knightsbridge's killers were after something specific, and that they did not find it. Reverend, I shall ask you one more time. Open the chest. The item they were seeking must still be inside. It is unlikely that they will let this matter rest. They will most certainly return to finish what they started.
And I'm telling you once more, the chest is locked and shall remain so.
Very well. We have reached an impasse. You are a stubborn man, Reverend. Watson, accompany our friend to the police station and return with Inspector Baines. Baines and no one else. I shall wait for you here. Go.
I would suggest you go with them, man.
Alone at last. Now I can continue my investigation.
It's you and your undupable... Oh, Jesus Christ, you're so stubborn. Oh, I get the feeling he wants to pick the lock.
I need something.
I don't want to pick the lock, damn it.
This stove is filled to overflowing.
I don't want to pick the lock, man. Nope. I heard a ding. Why did I hear a ding? Yep. And it tends to get him in trouble.
I am missing some information.
Where's your eye?
Alone at last.
I wonder, could it be metal sticks?
I need something.
We can do these.
This lock should be easy to pick.
I know it!
Let's see.
Not ideal.
That's not right. Start again.
Nope. Validate. Down, up, down.
There we are. It is simplicity itself. There isn't anything much in this room. It must be used as a reading or meditation room. An ink stain, quite fresh. This stain is just on the edge of the rug. Let's see. There is nothing on the floor, yet the ink must have soaked through the rug.
Well, you are causing more trouble for yourself.
An ink stain.
Yes, we found an ink stain.
Apparently, someone wanted to hide this statue. This inkwell was tipped over recently. The ink stain on the floor comes from the ink on the rug, but they are not in the same place. Someone has moved the rug recently. This horse resembles a large chess piece.
Why does he do this?
There is a message underneath this statue. Let's see.
What did it say? What a lack of imagination. Use your passion for chess, the last ground on which the knight will place himself after having covered all the others will be the right one. I love you. Aww.
This message was written by a woman, but for whom was it intended? Interesting, this chess game.
I know what the chess game is for.
That is curious. There is something strange on the floor. Certain stones have been marked out, just like a chessboard. That I need.
You have it. Okay. This is just basically playing chess right now. Ah, I see.
That's not right. Start again.
Let's do this way first. That way. And then that away. Then that away. That way. That's not right.
That's not right. Start again.
I almost had it. I was one puzzle away. Let's do this one first. And then this one next. Let's go in this way. This way. Towards this way. And this way. Get the corners out of the way. This way. Guess we'll just make it into a ballroom dance. Which I think I should. Okay, make it into a
This
chess.
last piece should be the good one. It will have to be pulled free. I need something.
Oh boy. Maybe use a pocket knife? Oh geez. 24th April, my love, what a beautiful spring, what a marvelous day, our dearest young child's birthday. Every moment is as so precious as our child blossoms, and without a doubt, he will soon be talking. I'm sure that his first word will be for you. He misses you so much, so do I. Are you sure you cannot get away on Sunday after Vesper? I thought that 14th September. My darling, I know that you might think I am insistent, but we absolutely must legitimize our union. We cannot live in sin all our lives. 3rd March. Rest assured, my dear, that I understand your position is not easy, but have you thought about ours, the child's and mine? And I cannot allow our child's future to be compromised. Think about it, my love. What is a so-called scandal next to the well-being of your family? We must become husband and wife legally to finally form a real fam. Thank you, Jum.
A packet of letters addressed to the Reverend. They were written by a woman who mentions his illegitimate children. Their affair isn't official. Perfect. I have you now, my wayward Reverend.
Yep, and then police are coming. You are in trouble.
Ah, Watson, you were gone a terribly long time, and Inspector Baines isn't with you.
I'm afraid not, Holmes. We were unable to find him.
Dr. Watson would not allow me to contact any inspector other than this Baines. What manners! I am a man of the church.
My dear Reverend, I notice that you are a chess lover. I trust you will excuse me, but I am never able to resist the appeal of a half-finished game.
You are an expert at chess. Very well, then. What do you want now?
As you might have guessed, resolving your small chess problem has allowed me to discover some very interesting letters.
Letters? What do they say?
Reverend, why hide these letters here and run the risk of the bishop finding them?
Holmes, what's in the letters?
Not now, Watson.
Where else could I have hidden them? My own chambers are too austere. They could offer no cover. I knew, however, that His Excellency, may he rest in peace, would not notice my game.
The contents of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's chest interest me greatly. Give me the elements you hold, Reverend.
Out of the question.
Yep.
With the bishop no more, you are therefore the apostolic director of the diocese, are you not?
Yes.
Well, yes, but only until someone else is appointed.
I am certain that the Honourable Bishop of York, whom I have the privilege of knowing well enough for him to listen to what I have to say, would recognise your qualities for the post.
If I receive new responsibilities, it will be through my faith and devotion, nothing else.
Says the man that probably has a child.
I am a gentleman, and it would distress me to be obliged to pass this correspondence across to your superiors.
Holmes, I know that the end justifies the means, but allow me to express some reservations about how you are proceeding.
Thank you,
You
Watson.
say you're a gentleman, but I hear nothing but the words of a blackmailer. The stems that you are looking for are scattered about this room. Manage by yourself.
You have no right to search here.
He said the stems are scattered throughout the room. Is he by saying there's more than one? How peculiar. Put one here and put one. Nope.
These traces reveal that the thieves tried to open this chest.
I feel like there might be more than one.
What should we do now?
Look for clues. So there's two more here. He was not lying when he said it's all around the room.
You have won.
Evidently, as I always do. What are you able to tell us about the Bishop of
Jesus,
Knightsbridge's last days? Did anyone come to visit him? Did he seem worried, anxious? Do not omit the smallest detail.
His nephew came to see him yesterday at His Excellency's request. I found this visit a little peculiar because the young man rarely visits his uncle.
Do you know why that might be? Were they on bad terms?
I don't think so. It's rather a consequence of his work. The young man is employed within the archive section of the Royal Library, which doesn't leave him with a lot of free time.
Do you know the reason for his summons?
No, but the conversation was very heated. It only lasted for a few minutes and ended with the nephew in a terrible rage.
Ouch.
Interesting.
I've answered your questions. Will you now let me contact the authorities?
I'm afraid not, Reverend. Not just yet.
I
All right,
swear.
now we can open the safe.
Holmes, you're playing a dangerous game. Nope. 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 I think I get it. This is a little trickier than I thought. You see it too, right, Jem? Ah, I have done a mistake. Start with this. Do this, diagonal this way. I can't put anything here. See, put this one here, down, diagonal, so this is gone. Do this, diagonal gone. This diagonal gone. This is gonna get trickier now. Because now there are certain points I cannot add. Can't do that either. I guess this might be a little trickier than I thought. Okay, what happens if I leave this spot open? So I do this. Okay, and then do this. Nope. I can't do that.
Now I can open the chest.
Ah, there we go. Oh, that's a lot trickier
Here
than
we
I
are.
thought.
I am eager to discover what remarkable treasure could justify such an act of barbarity.
Who
Extraordinary.
comes up with a safe like that?
This
Oh
chest
my
is
word.
impenetrable. How is it possible? No one other than the bishop should be able to open it.
You open the chest with disconcerting ease, Holmes.
Disconcerting
I've seen and heard quite
ease.
enough. This time you won't stop me.
Catch him, Watson.
What the?
But why?
Run, Watson. Hurry.
He's escaped. I hope that your motivations are founded, Holmes. I
Absolute
don't much like
madman.
skirting around the edges of the law like this.
It is annoying. Let's leave without delay.
What have you found in the chest, Holmes? What in there is so precious for these men to commit such terrible acts?
The Reverend was telling the truth. Nothing important was locked inside the chest, apart from a few religious items which are hardly worth stealing.
So, we haven't made any headway. Perhaps the police will.
By the time the police arrive, we shall be a long way from here, Watson. We are leaving.
I swear you sound like a madman.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Let us return to Baker Street as quickly as possible.
Oh my god. I swear to God, you're causing yourself so much trouble right now. Okay, let's see what's actually in there. He's not wrong. Religious stuff.
We have crossed London at a breakneck speed. We could have knocked someone over, and naturally I had to pay the cabbie out of my own pocket.
Watson, stop complaining. We have to analyze the clues found at the bishop's house.
Ah, yes. He is too absorbed in the case now.
I can analyze the chemical composition of a substance here.
Hang on. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be back. I'm back, and I gotta figure out. Okay. I don't know which one is the madman, the killer, or Sherlock Holmes now.
There is something written on this scalpel. I should clean it.
Push.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Scalpel, pencil.
Ah, I can make out WCCH. What do the initials stand for? How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel. I have cut a small piece off the rope. That should be enough. This rope is only worn on one. A lot of fragments of black stone are wedged into this rope. Their color seems unnatural, but they are too small for me to examine them. Black and damp earth. This rope is only I can't do that.
Can't.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I need something. I can't do that. I need something.
You need something.
I can't.
God damn it. What other thing do you have in here? There's water, there's pincer, and
This rope. This rope.
Ah.
I can't do that. This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I shall have to strip it with one of my products. I haven't finished mine. I can't do that. I can't do. This stone appears. I can't do that. This stone is granite, covered in black paint. The fragments found in the rope and this piece of granite come from the same place.
Jesus, that's a finger.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Tooth marks, rather deep ones. I'd say of incisors and a canine. I can see something. Black and damp earth. I can see something. I must compare the samples of earth that I found.
Hi, Kuvix. Daily 10 pages, Galak.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Tooth marks, fragments of skin, a phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off, it was ripped off.
Bite marks on this severed finger. I am afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery. I must compare the samples of earth that I found, and if I mixed this earth with another substance, now it must all be stirred. I can't do that. I can see something. I can see.
Can I grab these?
The samples of earth taken from beneath the fingernail and from the ropes originate from the same place.
How do you know?
It took just a little water to analyze the consistency. The soil has retained its moisture, even though there hasn't been rain in London for over a week.
This soil could come from the bank of a river, or somewhere where the evaporation is slower. A mine, perhaps, or a trench.
The banks of the Thames are clay soil, unlike our samples, so we can rule that out. The nearest mines are 12 miles away, so I would rule that out also. I would therefore conclude your last theory to be nearer the mark.
A trench?
A pit. Watson, bring me your register of the London hospitals.
Studying the scalpel has given you an idea, then?
Indeed.
I'll get it.
Post haste. Come on. Do it. Jesus Christ. Oh. The slander is getting worse. Holy shit. Because apparently we have the daily report too. Compromised himself during the course of his one so-called investigation. Wait. Documents? How would I steal document? Guilty of the love affair with another man. Listen.
Read the paper, Holmes.
See.
Hospitals and dispensaries in London. I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Put it on the work table. That side.
I have found my book, Holmes.
Good.
I have found...
Good.
What work table? Jesus Christ. Oh, I think that's his work table.
And this is how my dear friend and colleague treats his clients' letters.
Where's his work table? That's the only spot I can think of.
Good.
Makeup. Yeah, I don't think this is it. I think I was supposed to change that.
Here is the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis. I need something.
See. From a riverbank? Used for tying bait. Wow. Pit. Loading? Nope. I think I need help with this deduction. It's only one on one side because it's probably always used from the same side. No. It's a tombstone factory. Okay.
I haven't finished my analysis.
Oh. I could have used this the whole time. Oops. That's very smart of me.
I am missing some information.
Okay, so basically, supposed to be 4662 near Tombstone. Oh, let's see. See a pit, something like ore pit used. What cave near monument?
I am missing some information.
Like what?
I am missing some information. I haven't finished my analysis. No. I can analyze the chemical composition of a substance here. I haven't finished my... I can analyze...
That one. Okay, liquid.
I haven't finished my analysis.
I didn't mean to do that. Hi, Pico. Let's try. Two brown, three white. Two green, one blue. Two. Wait. I lost track.
I must analyze...
Two greens, one blue, one brown. This, three browns, one white. White, three brown. Two browns, three white. Two greens, one blue. Three greens, three browns. Blue ones, the ones I saw. Oh, 2 weights.
Poison, and apparently very virulent.
Poison. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
Hey,
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
Wait. Last 30 years, he says.
General practitioner. Female anatomy.
It has to be somewhere.
This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house.
Wait. It's not here. It must be on the other bookshelves.
According to these documents, Hans Schielmann, known as
Mystery
the Rat
solved,
Killer,
right?
was considered the greatest specialist in chemical poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high-security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Nope.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Schielmann tomorrow.
Wait, you
I
wanna
haven't finished my analysis.
see a poisoner?
I haven't.
Who's you have to finish your analysis? Oh yeah, I did. I most definitely did. It went on one side. Think. It goes. It would make sense.
I am missing some information. I am missing some information. I am missing some information.
Hmm. Which one is it? Playing the one side being hot. Doesn't help, I'm also sleepy. Ooh.
I am missing some information. I haven't finished my analysis.
What information am I missing? I'll find it here, probably. Maybe I should sleep. Maybe I should sleep. Sleep while I'm trying to figure this out. So Hope is worn down, tired, and then basically... Inside, tie up bolts. Just helping me. Oh oh Jesus! She's like, help me, help me. Honestly, I should
I
go
haven't
to bed
finished
soon.
my
Might as well. My brain's like not functioning with this. I'm yawning already. Oh well. Probably get some sleep because I do have work in the morning. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope you guys had fun. Appreciate you guys finding the interest in these. But I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep for now. Yeah, I'm calling it. I'm not solving this when I'm sleepy. I'm like thinking and then my brain goes shut down and I'm like, wait, I'm awake. What happened? So I'm like, I shouldn't technically try to sleep, so. Yeah, I just gotta figure out that puzzle. It's gonna drive me insane later. Cause I'm like, okay, if it's a rope that's been used. Yeah, potato brain do be a thing. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping in. I'm going to go get some sleep now. Oh. Hey. I will. I also have work in the morning, so I'll get plenty of sleep. Oh, I'll try not to. Wait. I'm gonna send Twitch to John. He's gonna only play Mario Kart 8. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Thank you guys for stopping in. Until then, I will see you guys later. Good night. Yep, nighty night.